In case you guys didn't hear, Matt Tremont is about to change deathmatch wrestling history. He's gonna be putting on a cinder block ring deathmatch. Set the ring up with cinder blocks all over the mat. This isn't the first time it was done though. We're gonna be taking a look back into history like my History of the Circus deathmatch video. First time we saw a cinder block ring deathmatch was in Japan back in 2017. Today we'll be checking out Masashi Takeda and Jackie Numazawa versus Kankuro Hoshino and Minoru Fujita. We're gonna cover the ring completely in cinder blocks so you can't even land on the mat at all. Straight up fucking concrete. Match took place at Ryogo Kutan in 2017. A shot of the announcers talking about the match. Camera cuts to a shot of the BJW ring crew putting down the cinder block. In case you're wondering, the cinder blocks are 18 centimeters high, 39 centimeters long, and 10 centimeters width. I would assume that they use different cinder blocks over there, but I'm not 100% sure. And another shot of the men just loading up those cinder blocks. Men are getting busy though, they're moving pretty fast. Japan has a reputation for being very unforgiving. Just like the fucking cinder blocks, man. This is gonna be wild. The ring crew does their thing and keeps building that shit, and we get a shot from the outside and we can see all the cinder blocks, bro. It looks insane. Went from barbed wire and light tubes to straight up fucking cinder blocks. The men just keep loading as fast as they fucking can, but it's still got a little bit left. Another shot in the ring and we just see them lining them up. See a BJW worker putting his hours in. Dudes are working harder than the sweatshop down the street. Almost got the ring fully set up and we hear the crowds giving it up. We literally have like 75% of the entire mat covered, but don't worry because we get a nice delivery from a shopping cart filled with more cinder blocks. And don't skip a beat and get every cinder block in there perfectly. It's looking like it's about time when we see a shot of the ring, and bro, the whole canvas is fucking cinder block. They set that shit up pretty fucking fast. Cameraman zooms on the bricks and slowly pans, showing every single row. The ring crew starts to finish the mat. We get some sick shots from the cinder block. 吉野選手も1月に合流してね、まさか大日本入ってこういうことやると思ってないでしょうからね。これ昔は嘘屋をやってた大日本ですけれども、これ工務店もできそうですよね。Crew finally finishes up and starts clapping to get the crowd hyped up. あと手拍子いきましょう。Fans join in, and after a little bit, we finally get a shot of them real quick. 最後の1個。 Dude running the ring crew holds up that last cinder block like the last piece of a fucking puzzle. See him take a quick bow to the fans and then climb outside the ring. Finally, we get the match graphic. Oh, fuck yeah. Get a shot from far as fuck away, bro. Look how big that fucking arena is. All Black would sell his whole porn collection for that big of a crowd. Here's some actual generic Japanese rock music. The entrance ramp is on some WWE shit, bro. Titantron shows the match graphic and we get a slow zoom in on the entrance ramp. Sped it up because it takes like forever with that zoom in. Get a shot of Hoshino and Fujita making their way to the ring. And stand there on the entrance ramp staring at all the cinder blocks. And start making their way into the ring and we see it light up. And stand in the ring as the ring announcer introduces them. Both men stand in the ring ready for the match and we see the lights go dark again. Get a shot of the entrance ramp and they start doing a crazy light show to the music. Sped it up because it takes a little while for them to come out again and we get another sick shot of the light show. See Masashi Takeda make his way out with the great Jackie Numazawa. Get a shot of both men making their way to the ring in their gear. Get a zoom in and we see Numazawa holding like some kind of blade. See Takeda walking across the ring getting hyped up and he goes up in the corner and poses for the fans. Ripped his mask off and talks to the fans real quick. Mizawa spits some water out like Triple H and we get a zoom in on him taking off his top hat. And stand in the corner taking off their entrance gear. Ada stomps on the cinder blocks and tries hitting the ropes and we get a shot of Hoshino and Fujita. Then get ready for the match as the fans give it up. And start trying to work out a game plan on how they're going to win the match. Looks like Hoshino's going to start the match off with Masashi Takeda. Referee talks to both teams and we see Jackie make his way onto the apron. Takeda starts pulling on the ropes and the referee checks on both men and calls for the bell. Both men stare at each other with their hands on their hips and we get a shot of the concrete canvas. Chino bends over feeling the cold concrete. And a shot at Takeda and bro, look at the scars all over his body. And slowly walks circling the ring. Chino and Fujita really have their hands full and we see the men go to lock up. Ada grabs him and puts him in a waist lock and holds on to him, but Hoshino counters. Ada has enough of that and takes him by the arm and twists it. Chino counters once again and twists his arm. Chino keeps that hold locked in and we see Takeda begging him to stop. Starts fighting back and gives him a punch to the stomach and twists his arm again. Ada tries pulling him down onto the concrete, but Hoshino says hell no. Hits Takeda a few times and puts him in a headlock. Looking for a snapmare but can't get him, and Takeda gets up and kicks him and bounces off the ropes and gets a drop toe hold. Lands perfectly on his hands, breaking his fall, and Hoshino goes to crush him. We have our first bump on the concrete and the men get back up and he runs at him again and gets another drop toe hold. Ada starts rolling over to the side of the ring and we see Hoshino pushing him out with his feet. The men battle on the outside. It looks like Jackie's trying to climb in. The hard cam, we see him and Fujita start circling the ring. Men keep fighting on the outside and we finally see Jackie and Fujita lock up. And both try lifting each other up at the same time but can't get it. See Fujita starting to lift Jackie a little bit. Jackie keeps fighting back and he gives him a shot to the ribs and he starts setting him up for a suplex. And try lifting each other, but can't get each other off the ground. Men stay locked in the ring, and we see Jackie trying to scoop him up. All of a sudden, Jackie musters up enough strength and picks him up. Starts walking with him for a second and drops his ass on the fucking cement. And on his back, and we see Jackie mocking him. Rolls him up for the pin, but Hoshino runs in and breaks it up at 2. Hoshino starts yelling at Fujita, telling him to get the fuck up. As Hoshino sits there slapping him, we see a bloody Takeda walk up with scissors. Grabs Hoshino in a headlock and starts stabbing him in the head with the scissors. Takeda's already bloody, and he stabs him in the head as Jackie kicks Fujita out of the ring. Now 2-on-1, and it's not looking good for Hoshino. He starts following him out there to keep fighting, and we see Takeda walk around the ring and mount him and start stabbing him in the head with scissors again. Rips the scissors out of his head, and we get a shot of him laying there. Takeda walks up and starts talking shit and gets a right hand right to the fucking face. Takeda gives him a big forearm and calls him out. Huge slap, but Takeda hits him again. Hoshino hits him again. Takeda pops him right in the eye with the scissors. Get onto his back again, and Takeda grabs him and lays him in the middle of the ring. Starts getting hyped up and hits the ropes and drops an elbow on him. Both men taking abuse from the concrete ring. Bloody Hoshino screams out in pain, and we see Masashi rolling out of the ring. He grabs Hoshino and sits him up in the ring and starts wrapping his legs around him. Grabs him by the legs and starts humping the fucking mat, smashing his face into the cement. Looks like two yoga masters going at it. Now that Jackie's took care of Hoshino, he stands up in the ring, but we see Fujita walk up and start attacking him. Grabs Jackie to slam him on the blocks. Nice job from Jackie fucking him up on those cinder blocks. Points at his head, rubbing it in. Got both men down in the ring and walks into the corner and tags in Takeda. Both men first start attacking Fujita, and then we see Takeda start attacking Hoshino. Keeps slamming his head over and over into the mat with the cameraman zooming in and out. Takeda grabs Hoshino and puts him in the corner, and he drops down on his ass, and we see Takeda put a cinder block in front of his nuts. I said a cinder block, there's really like 5. Takeda backs into the opposite corner, getting the fans hyped up. Literally starts sprinting at him. Huge fucking drop kick, and we see Hoshino trying to escape. Takeda walks up and gives him a nice kick to the ass. Men want to use some cinder blocks as a weapon, so they start taking a couple off the mat. Buddy Hoshino is ready to shit his pants, and he starts punching him, but it's not doing shit. Takeda snapmares him on the concrete. Jesus Christ, and he hits the ropes and drops a big leg. Hoshino selling it like a champ, and we get a shot from the hard cam again. See Jackie creeping up with a cinder block in hand. See Jackie grab a handful of his hair and slowly pull him up to his feet. See him tell everyone in the arena to be quiet, and this is gonna be fucking sick. See Jackie take the cinder block and rest it on his head. Holds it and starts lining him up. God fucking damn it, bro. These guys are nuts. Jackie asks the crowd if they want to see it one more time, and they approve. Starts grabbing him and picks him up to his knees once again. Make sure everyone shuts up in the building again. Oh my god, bro, he's fucking insane. The cinder block didn't work. We see Jackie go into the corner and start looking at his gear. See him going through the bag, and he pulls out that blade from earlier. Holds it up with a shit-eating grin, and the fans love it. He stands there telling him to bring it, and he starts getting up, but we see Fujita climbed in the ring too. Now Jackie's alone, and the men run up and double team him. Jackie tried using the blade, but he catches his arm. Can't get the blade out of his hand, so he goes for a kick, but he counters and gets a headbutt. Hands over him with his arm around his neck and slices his fucking forehead open. He's getting super hyped with the fans as we see Fujita just laying there. He stands waiting for him to turn around. He's up, Jackie goes to stab him again, but he counters again. Knees him in the arm and then snatches the fucking blade. Fujita stands there slicing his fucking forehead. Finally releases him, and we see both men walking around the ring. Jackie's getting fucking wild, and he tells the fans to watch and runs at him. Twists Jackie's arm once again and brings him down to his knees. Grabs Jackie's head and DDTs him into the fucking cinder block. Rolls out of the ring, and it's perfect timing because we see Takeda's back, and Hoshino runs at him and spears him. See both men squirming like a worm in pain. Hoshino makes it to his feet first and starts grabbing Takeda. Starts rolling him over towards the corner, and Fujita starts climbing up. Stands there telling the crowd to give it up and jumps off. Fucking belly flopped right on the blocks, bro. Holy shit. While Takeda ducks a clothesline and gives him a kick. Hits him in the stomach and then rocks him with a clothesline. Takeda sitting there rolling around yelling in pain, and Hoshino goes to crush him again. Huge senton, and he hooks the leg and goes for the pin, but only gets a 2 count. A bloody Takeda, and Hoshino made it back to his feet already. He shots to the face, and he limps over to the corner. Grabs a couple cinder blocks off the mat and starts walking over and puts them on top of Takeda's stomach. Sets him up, and he gives the cutthroat sign and starts stumbling in the ring towards the corner. Crowd's hyped and starts clapping as he climbs up. Uh-oh, Jackie's back in the ring, and he picks up that cinder block and walks it to the corner and smashes it into his fucking head. Chino sits on the top rope, and we see Jackie turn around and grab something out of the corner. Grabs something, and he hands it to Takeda. Men show off the blades they have, and they both stand up, and they cut their own fucking chest open. Men start getting hyped up, and we hear the crowd chanting for them. Takeda starts climbing up there with them. Starts setting Hoshino up for a suplex. Jackie grabs onto Takeda's legs to powerbomb him down. Big superplex onto the concrete, and we see Hoshino rolling around in pain, and Jackie goes for the pin and gets another 2 count. Vegeta back in the ring, and he stands Jackie up and tries picking him up again. Can't get Jackie up, so he sits him back up and gives him a few forearms and tries picking him back up. Got Jackie flipped upside down, holding onto him for a tombstone. Drops him on the concrete, and we see him selling his knees. Takeda enters the ring and gives him a big running knee. Dino's back in the ring, and he runs and goes for a clothesline, but Takeda counters and knees him in the stomach. Hooks the leg, but only picks up a 1 count. Takeda walks to the side of the ring and picks up a cinder block and lays Hoshino down. Puts the cinder block on his fucking face, and we get a nice shot of it. Grab 2 chairs from the fans, and he lays those on his head too. Picks up another cinder block and holds it up for the crowd. Starts getting the crowd hyped up. Chuck the cinder block at his fucking head like that match in Mexico I covered in the past. Keita picks him up and gives him his driver and goes for the pin and gets the 3 count. See the men laid out on the cinder blocks and the ring crew runs in and checks on them. He walks over to the ropes and drops on his knees and hangs on the middle rope. He shows off his blade and starts licking it. See Yoshino on the mat and the referee raises Takeda's and Jackie's arm. This was the first ever cinder block ring death match, but it doesn't get talked about a lot. Jackie and Takeda roll out to the outside. Cameraman gets a shot of them talking shit. Jackie and Takeda walk into the back. We see Hoshino and Fujita in the ring. Men are upset about their loss, but you could tell they're ready to come back strong. Men slowly limp over to the ropes and try to get out of the ring. Both men exit the ring and they start making their way into the back, and that's a wrap on this match, guys. That was the first time it was done in Japan. Boys in America saw this match and they were like, dude, we have to try this. We saw a cinder block canvas match for the finals of Nick Gage Invitational too. Saw Matt Tremont go up against Nick Gage in a finals death match. Match took place just 2 months after the Japanese one. All went down at Game Changer World in Howell, New Jersey. Leading up to this match in the quarterfinals, we saw Matt Tremont go up against Schlack in a no-rope barbed wire death match.
I don't know if anything's bigger.
Schlack giving Tremont a lot of time, but...
Oh, no.
Men fought so hard, but at the end we see Tremont DVD Schlack through a fucking chair.
Tremont! The Death Valley...
It wasn't enough to put him away, so Tremont picks him up and slams him again.
Now you're gonna count forward! You're gonna... 1, 2, and 3!
So in the quarterfinals, Nick Gage went up against Cyclope.
Uh-oh. Gage strikes!
Men were beating the shit out of each other in the ring and went crazy with tubes.
Oh boy.
Ah! Look at the rate in which Cyclope is
Cyclope!
firing up.
Gage took a razor blade board and gave him a fucking boot scrape.
Boot scrape!
He murdered him.
Gage takes him by the hair and picks him back up and starts setting him up for a pile driver.
Good night!
Planted him onto the mat, but he's still not done and picks him up and goes for a fucking powerbomb.
Powerbomb! Hooks of 1, 2, 3! That man's got an arc reactor on his forehead.
In the semifinals, we saw Tremont pick up the win against Miedo after DVDing him onto a ton of shit.
Wait! DVD! DVD on the gussets! 2! Gas! Tremont retains!
Also saw Nick Gage go up against Gosuke, and bro, it was fucking nuts.
Deadlifts the man! Just deadlifted him!
What is he doing?
My God in heaven!
Joker driver!
Bro, how is he not fucking dead?
Jeez!
2.
How?
Hey, look.
After the match, they set up a bunch of tubes on some chairs, and we see Nick Gage grab onto him and powerbomb him through.
Powerbomb! 1, 2, 3! Gage! Tremont! Finals!
Get a shot in the arena, and we see Matt Tremont coming out to separate ways. Stands in the crowd holding up his title belt as the fans go fucking wild. Starts making his way through the people with his eyes dead set on the ring. The entire place is going insane for him, and we see him walk over by the ring. Starts walking around the ring, and we get a nice shot of that giant fucking light tube contraption. Matt Tremont talking to Gary from Smart Mark. Tremont is fucking ready, and he keeps walking around the ring and goes and puts his belt in the corner. Grabs onto the ropes and pulls himself onto the apron and then starts climbing into the ring. Stands there holding up the title belt, and the fans lose it. Music dies out as the fans cheer him on. Tremont getting the fans hyped up as the referee talks to Emma. Oh shit. Whom the bell tolls come over to the speakers, and we see Matt moving light tubes. Bends over in the corner checking out the cinder blocks. Tremont patiently waits in the corner on Gage, and we see Emma go up and start talking to him. After a small pause, we finally see Nick fucking Gage come out. He's got bandanas wrapped around his head, and he comes out with the fans worshiping him. The graphic dies down, and they start a giant Nick fucking Gage chant. He starts making his way through the crazy ass GCW crowd. Dude says some shit to Nick, and he gets pissed like he's gonna rip his fucking face off. Keeps making his way through the crowd, and we get a shot at Joey B. Gage was in really good shape here too, man. Hopefully one day we'll see Nick Gage back in this kind of shape. Gage just stands there emotionless, sitting there with the fans, and we see Dewey Donovan come up and talk to him. Slowly walks around the ring to a giant Nick fucking Gage chant. He's just in the fucking zone, and he turns around and throws something. He just keeps walking around the ring talking to the fans. Stands there on the outside with his arm in the air, and the fans go nuts. He's just like, alright bro, let's do this, and he walks up to the ring and starts climbing up on the apron. The hard cam, we can see Tremont still adjusting the tubes. As he does that, we see Gage and Dewey standing on the apron. Gage finally starts climbing through the ropes and makes his way into the ring. Metallica dies down, and we hear a gigantic Nick fucking Gage chant. Bring it out to Guts on the mic and starts the introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening. It is set for one fall. It is for the Game Changer Wrestling World Heavyweight Championship.
Fans are giving it up for just the intro to the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first in the corner to my left, he is the challenger. He is accompanied to ringside this evening by discount Dewey Donovan. Fighting out of National Park, New Jersey, with an official weight of 205 pounds. He made it here to the finals by defeating Ciclope and Daisuke Masaoka, representing that murder, death, kill gang, Eastern Bloc, hate club, gang affiliated, MDK, all fucking day. The man, the king, Nick fucking and his opponent to my right, fighting out of Atlantic City, New Jersey, with an official weight of 280 pounds. He made it here to the finals by defeating Shlack and Diego Extremo. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the most decorated American Deathmatch Tournament professional wrestler of all time. He is the current reigning and defending for the third time this evening Game Changer Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion. Please welcome and join me in welcoming for the last time in a deathmatch tournament final, the Bulldozer, Matt Dreamer.
Fans are in fucking heaven, bro. We see the referee showing both men the belt. Ref goes into the corner and hands the belt off and turns around and asks the men if they're ready. Fans segue the chant into a bulldozer chant. Next they segue it into a GCW chant. Airman, get a shot of the cinder block fucking canvas, and this is gonna be insane, bro. Ref checks both men and calls for the bell.
The bell rings. The most star-studded tournament
Men stand in their corners, staring each other down.
history right here, right now, on a canvas.
Get another shot of Gage trying to get the blood off of him, and the men start circling the ring.
Tournament final and the
Dumont gets some of the fans behind him.
World Heavyweight Championship. So much on the line.
Get a shot of his shorts, and bro, he's covered in fucking blood.
Wow.
And of course, we're back to Nick fucking Gage. Both men just stand there in the ring, staring each other the fuck down. You can already tell that this is gonna be a fucking war. Hard cam, we see Matt Tremont standing there getting hyped up from the fans.
Man, it gets no bigger than this. Anywhere
He's
else.
yelling at the fans, and we see Tremont on the hard cam talking to them too.
Making history.
Tremont's ready to get ultra violent, so he picks up a tube. Broke it over his own fucking head, and he starts slicing himself with the glass. Men decide it's time to tear it up and slowly walk up to each other. Wow! Tremont tries to slap him, and Gage says fuck it and locks up with him. Men stay locked up in the ring.
Right now.
Tremont tries scooping Gage up, but it looks like Gage won't let him have it.
Survival.
Gage starts to fight back, and he takes his nails and just scratches the fuck out of the back of his arm.
Here.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you,
Gage tries picking up Tremont.
slam him and get up. Look at that canvas. coated.
Gage just keeps punching Tremont, working on him.
Ring rope with cinder block.
Cinder. Yeah, and I had no idea that was happening until I made my way to the ring.
He gets Tremont in the corner and starts chopping his ass.
This thing, as soon as I got in there, I said, oh,
Gage pulls him out of the corner and he takes Tremont and gives him a big forearm, and Tremont no-sells it and picks it up and slams him on the fucking concrete.
Oh, you know that hurt.
Gage sits there screaming in pain as the fans chant them on.
Don't hinder.
Tremont walks up to Gage and grabs onto him and tries picking him up.
Hinder Cinder. There we go.
Slowly tries getting him back up to his feet, and once he does, Gage just fucking picks him up and slams his ass. Right on the fucking bricks, bro. Let's go.
One.
Concrete ring makes it like they're fighting in the fucking street, basically.
Honestly, who's got anything left?
And that's the thing. This
Gage walking around the ring looking for something.
have an easy way here.
Goes into the corner and starts picking up some light tubes.
Miedo Extremo. Nick Gage had to go through.
Starts going to town on Tremont's back.
Oh! No.
Making the first tube over Tremont's back, and he walks up and takes the second one and chucks it out.
Each match was a freaking.
Men now have to wrestle in concrete covered in broken glass, and we see Gage put Tremont on the top rope.
You want another fight?
Starts ripping his singlet down and grabs another tube.
Of the king.
Gage takes the jagged edge of the tube and starts carving up Tremont's fucking back, bro.
Oh, he's going down the spine!
Fans break out into a "you sick fuck" chant, and Gage loves it. Tremont grabs onto the ropes trying to pull himself up, and Gage says fuck that and hits him with that tube.
Oh, right across the
Another giant shot, and he starts cutting his fucking chest, bro.
Well,
he's carving him.
Tremont stumbles around the ring as Gage sits there saying something to the fans.
Gage happily at him.
Tremont grabs a tube and starts playing possum, and we see Gage walk
In
up.
charge, no! Quick shot!
And stand there in pain, and Tremont starts telling him to do it again.
Yeah, that was.
Gage breaks the rest of the tube over his head.
That time.
Fires back on Gage and breaks the rest of his, and we see both men in the ring.
Just reaches out and tags him.
Using the same leg tube 3
Gage
times.
starts making his way to the ropes.
Just recycle.
Absolutely.
Bends over, and it looks like he's going for that giant-ass bundle, but he picks up a few single tubes and turns around and cracks Tremont.
1, 2, 3.
Got 3 shots in with 2 tubes, and it looks like Tremont's picking something up.
Lord.
Both men are equipped with tubes, and we see Tremont waiting on Gage.
Said at this point, MLJ.
Fans distracted Gage, and Tremont fucking kills him.
Oh, no!
Let's fucking go, bro. I slowed it down and zoomed in. Check it out. Shit was so fucking fire, and we see both men in the ring.
Watch out.
Get a shot of Gage leaning on the ropes, bleeding his head off.
The left side of his head.
Fans are loving this.
Nick Gage looks like
Both men have been through so much punishment, and we see Nick Gage in the corner.
One American.
Tremont is finally back on his feet, and he goes up to Gage, who is playing possum, and kicks him and hits the rope. Tremont flips him like a fucking burger.
Oh, God.
Backdrop on the glass and fucking concrete. Referee goes up and checks on Gage as he rolls around in pain.
It must feel like.
No.
Crowd starts chanting for Tremont again, and we see him stand back up to his feet.
To be standing here behind a table with a microphone. Not just to be safe, but we're the two guys.
Goes up to Gage and hooks the leg once again and gets another 2
Last
count.
death match of all time.
Barely even 2, and we hear another big Nick fucking Gage chant. Tremont walks over to the ropes and bends over and starts picking up that light tube bundle, and we hear another bulldozer chant.
Either way, history's gonna be.
Backdrop was so sick, bro. Let's see it again.
Oh, God.
Insane, bro. And we get a shot of Nick Gage laid out in the ring. The hard cam, we see Matt Tremont walk into the center of the ring and place down the light tube bundle and starts getting the crowd hyped up.
Tonight, or is it going to be the King's night?
Slowly walks up to Gage and grabs him and stands him up to his feet.
World Heavyweight Championship
Tremont stands him back up on his feet.
easier road than the other
Gets
guy.
him up for the suplex and drops
Oh,
him.
God!
Another explosion through the fucking light tubes, and we get a zoom in on a bloody ass Gage.
When do you ever see that look on the
See
face?
the referee picking up the big chunks of glass and throwing them to the outside.
That before tonight, and let me tell you, is it
Get a shot of Tremont laid out on the mat, beat to fucking shit.
and then slamming down onto those cinder blocks. And, you know, I can't really tell.
Ref starts counting both men out.
I don't know if any of those cinder blocks are cracking or breaking due to impact.
And start clapping to get the men back up, and we get a 6 shot of Gage.
Think of the different ways they
Tremont
break.
starts grabbing for the ropes to try to pick himself up.
Jagged into
Yeah.
your back.
That's a concern to be worried about. I know.
Finally makes it back up to his feet and stands up in the ring, and he starts bending over for some more light tubes.
We all probably have
Grabs some long light tubes off the mat this time, and he goes into the corner and sets him up, and we get a shot of Gage laid out on the mat with his head bleeding like fucking crazy.
That's the end of the match.
See the referee talking to Tremont.
And put a layer of cinder block on top of them. And the fact that
Tremont tells the ref to beat it as he sees Gage getting back up. He starts getting up. We see Tremont run at him and give him a front kick.
just a kick to the
Grabs
shoulder.
Gage by the head and puts him in a headlock and DDTs
God,
him.
short DDT. Think about that malice.
Both men are just beaten and fucking battered, and we see Nick Gage go for the pin and get another 2 count. Crowd keeps chanting to get the men back up, and they switch it to a Nick fucking Gage chant.
You did just enough.
That's what I'm saying. But every time one of these men suplexes the other or drops him with a DDT, they have to commit to sacrificing their own back
Sure,
on the
yeah.
sidewalk as well.
Good point. I mean, everything is so much more dangerous.
Men are finally back on their feet, and Tremont goes for a clothesline, and Gage ducks out.
There. Nick
Kick to the stomach, and he grabs Matt and gives him a neck breaker.
Neck breaker.
This is unbelievable, and we hear a huge GCW chant.
This is
Get a shot of Gage's bloody ass fucking head.
American soil, as you said, MLJ.
Get a shot from the hard cam, and Nick Gage trying to get up.
Match, the finals of the NGI 2.
Gage tries getting up until he realizes that Tremont's just laying there, so he pops up and hits the corner real quick.
The GCW World Heavyweight Championship.
Nice running senton from Gage.
senton.
Goes for the pin on Matt Tremont and gets another fucking 2 count, bro. See Gage sitting there covered in blood like, bro, why the fuck did I ever start doing this?
Late kick out. Wow.
It's got to take
Men are fucking exhausted, but keep in mind they had 2 matches before this one.
late stages of this matchup.
Here the GCW crowd start clapping again as both men start to rise up. Ref walks up and says something to Gage real quick. Check out his arm fucking covered in blood, bro.
And Bulldozer reaching out.
Fans cheer on Tremont now that he's back up, and he goes in the corner and starts picking up more tubes.
For a little bit more than support, Emil.
Opposite side of the ring, we see Gage down, but he's picking up more tubes too.
Maybe both men picking their weapon of choice. They might know that this is the last gasp either one of them has.
Both men grab their tubes and try standing up.
You gotta think neither one of these
Both men
men.
are equipped with light tubes in each hand and stare each other down.
And away we go.
Gage is like, bro, let's go, and Tremont fucking rocks it down. Gage returns the favor. Tremont fires back, and Gage hits him again. Back and forth with light tube shots to the head.
Tremont! Gage! Tremont!
Both men cracking each other at the same time,
Neither man is going down!
and decide to finish it off with a double light tube blast.
Again!
Let's fucking go, bro. This is amazing, and we hear another GCW chant. Get a shot of a bloody-ass Tremont sprawled out on the fucking concrete. He looks like he's injured or some shit, but all of a sudden he springs the fuck
Nation,
up.
ladies and gentlemen, this is what
Tremont stands back up to his feet once again, but leans on the top rope.
and personal.
Crowd starts to clap, letting them know they want more bloodshed.
Yeah, I mean, last time we were here at Game Changer,
Tremont bends over in the ring and starts grabbing onto Gage and adjusts him.
this is going past art. This is just violent.
See Tremont go back into the corner again and start grabbing more tubes, bro.
Ain't
Walks
nothing
back over to Gage and lays the 2 tubes on top of him and starts pointing in the corner.
expected to be. And you know what?
Tremont climbs through the ropes onto the apron and starts going in the corner.
Well, I take that back. How could I be so silly?
Now look at
That
that.
Tremont's BBW ass gets up on the top fucking rope.
If He missed.
He's just playing possum again and wraps some tubes around his fucking face. Fucking chucks him into the front row. Oh, fuck yeah, bro. That was fucking amazing.
Contraption on the outside.
Fans break out into another holy shit chant as the ref checks on him. You gotta see it again, bro.
No! No! God in heaven.
He's a big fucking dude, bro.
And his last deathmatch tournament match. This could be match.
See a bloody Nick Gage start making his way over.
Not outside the realm of possibility.
How the
These dudes are going so fucking hard, bro.
survive that?
Gage grabs onto him and stands him up to his feet and rolls him into the ring.
Back in the ring. Oh, rolling.
Gage starts climbing through the ropes.
Shattered light tube debris. He's done. Tremont's done. We're gonna have a new champion if Gage can get.
Gage got this shit in the bag and he goes for the pin and gets another fucking 2 count.
Oh, he's not.
Not yet. Not yet. He is not yet.
And then sit there covered in blood.
Ben can't believe it. And I think if Chris Levin registers one more near fall, Nick Gage is going to throw him off a very tall building.
That's also not outside.
Decides to go for the pin again but gets another 2 count.
I don't think Nick Gage knows what more he can do.
Gage grabs onto Tremont and stands him up to his feet and puts him in the corner.
Two of the proudest warriors we have ever seen.
Hears him and then he grabs onto him and lifts him up onto the top turnbuckle.
Gage.
See him adjusting Tremont's legs up there.
Oh my God. And you hear the buzz in the crowd. Those cinder blocks, they're still there, Emil.
These men are fucking warriors, bro, and we see Nick Gage start climbing up there with
Going
him.
for what I think he's going for. Somebody's.
Looks like he's going for another fucking superplex, dude.
No!
Oh, come on.
No!
Bro, what the fuck, man?
God.
Dudes just fucking destroyed each other and the fans start chanting.
And it's no secret that Matt Tremont's body is just...
You gotta see that, bro.
Oh!
just completely been obliterated over the course of his 10-plus year career.
See both men laying there bleeding and Gage slowly starts making his way up and crawls on all fours.
That's going to take some time off his life.
Gage hooks a leg and gets another fucking 2 count.
You what? What?
See Gage sitting there thinking, how the fuck am I gonna get this big motherfucker down?
A superplex.
Points to the outside, calling for that giant light tube contraption.
Cinder blocks. 2.5.
Listen, I don't...
See Gage looking to the outside and he stands up and we get a shot on the outside of the ring crew bringing in that giant light tube. It's like a wine rack that they took and they put a light tube through the entire fucking thing. It's like a wine rack lined with light tubes.
Full of light tubes.
This seems like a...
And then actually pick it up pretty fast and get it in the ring.
Fucked up, girl. What the? I don't know what you just made.
They drop this shit, Gage is gonna fucking kill them.
Oh my God in heaven.
Crowd loves that they got that shit in.
Wow.
Oh my.
It's me a Necro and Pondo from back in the day.
Most unbelievable thing I've ever seen.
And look at Nick Gage.
Gage turns around and sees Tremont flipping him off, so he picks up a light tube and hits him in the face. Stands man up and walks him into the corner again.
Oh, come on.
I don't know what we're gonna see here.
Tap Tremont on the top rope again.
Neither of these men.
He's got the tube set up, he turns around and looks at Matt.
Again. This is the damnedest thing I've
They're
ever
so fucking tired, bro, and
I don't
Gage is
even know
like,
what to
fuck it,
become
I
next.
gotta do it, and climbs up there with him.
I'm beside...
I'll tell you, I wasn't much of a wine enthusiast before this, but I'll never drink wine again after this
He
moment.
decides that he wants some props from the fans.
What is Gage?
It ain't going down like no bitch and slams him fucking through
What do
it.
you think it will take to put
Gage
away?
climbs with both feet on the fucking top rope and stands there punching Tremont in the head.
Right hands.
Tremont thinks otherwise and fucking obliterates his ass.
Oh my
Goes for the pin on Gage and gets the 3 count and wins Nick Gage Invitational 2. Already know we're checking that shit out. Seen Tremont wrestle so many fucking times and I've never seen him win. And just give it the fuck up for both men. Everybody gets a shot of Tremont and he's just trying to catch his fucking breath.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the 2017 Nick Gage Invitational and still Game Changer Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion, the Bulldozer, Matt Tremont.
What a fucking match, man. Break out into a thank you Tremont chant. Everyone in that fucking building claps for his ass.
That's it, man.
Tremont grabs that top rope and tries pulling himself up. And showing love for Gage, but they switch it up to another GCW chant. Got the fucking belt over his head and the fans show so much love. Fans thanking Matt Tremont and break into another bulldozer chant so he holds up his belt. Matt go into the corner and just lean on the rope again. Tremont just sits in the corner, out of breath, fucking exhausted, and we see the ring crew surrounding Gage, still asking if he's okay. Tremont tells them he wants a microphone, and they go fetch it for him.
Everybody except that man lying down there, get the fuck out of my goddamn ring.
Tremont means fucking business, bro. Pushing the broken tubes, and bro, look at how sharp that shit is.
For the first time in a long time, somebody slayed the king. I ain't got no beef, and I never had. I know you said those things online because you pump another man up. So he comes in here and gives you his all. You were the better man in tournament survival. But tonight, I cement my legacy in my final deathmatch tournament, beating Nick Gage and winning my 7th deathmatch fucking tournament. Your show, the NGI. But I'm not gonna let my poor brother lay here. I'm gonna pick you up, stand you up. Because that's what deathmatch warriors do after a fucking war. Nick Gage ain't never gonna be lying on his back. I ain't gonna go out like that. I was the better man. You know what I know. I don't think it's the last chapter we'll write. But like in June, that all these people know. I did this shit because of you. Yeah! When you were gone, nobody asked me to carry deathmatch wrestling on my back, but I did it for you, for John, for Lobo, for Payne, for Peta, for Necro, all the fucking OGs that made this what it is. I kept it going for you. It's been an honor to stand in here with you. And tonight, I walk away from the tournaments victorious. Thank you, bitch.
Building fucking erupts, bro. What a fucking moment. Breaks out into another Nick fucking Gage chant. Lock eyes once again. Mott passes the microphone and we see Nick Gage take it.
You're a fucking man, Tremont.
He just had enough and starts climbing to the outside of the ring. Our man gets a shot at Gage and it looks like he's a fucking zombie in the crowd with these people.
Whatever small one there is, he filmed my first one, he filmed my fucking last one. I gave you guys everything in these tournaments, and because of you, I won 7 of these fucking things. But I ain't done. Don't get it twisted. I left my mark and I cemented my legacy in the tournaments. But I ain't fucking going nowhere. I got gas left in the tank. I got Japan going, and I am still GCW World Heavyweight Champion. Nothing left to say. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I mean that. Without you guys, I ain't shit. Thank you for your support all these years. You are the craziest motherfuckers from God's creation.
On stands in the ring, bending over to all the fans like they do in Japan, and that's a wrap on this match, guys. As always, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Shit was fucking beautiful. Like I was saying in the beginning of this video, we're gonna be seeing the 3rd time this has ever happened in the world tomorrow. Matt Tremont will be throwing the 3rd ever concrete ring deathmatch. If you're in the New Jersey area, I highly suggest you head out there. It's gonna be Tremont versus fucking Schlack. Gonna be a wild fucking spectacle, but down here in Florida, in Orlando, we're doing Nick Gage Invitational 9. Sawyer Rex last deathmatch show ever. If you guys want to hit me up, all my social media is in the description. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and more. Discord today where we're always talking about deathmatch and crazy shit. You got hair on your nuts? Check out patreon.com/channel666. Go almost every single day to the Patreon. That's one way to watch the madness, and also on IWTV, my new episode with Vinny Ratlock dropped. The link to everything in the description. Bro, for the first time ever, it looks like you guys are actually 56% subscribed. I'm so proud of you guys. Now let's get it to 100. I think this is the first time we've ever had it positive. As always, that leaves me with my special thank you and major shout out to my Patreon family. That's Nick Normal, Nick Honcho, Scuba Steve, Demon of Strong Style, Dylan Peterson, Noah Gagnon, Jake Steele, John Closser, Brian Fountanelle, Tyler, Anthony LaRosa, Not I Said the Guy, River, Diaper River, Andrew Effin Hyatt, Howie Baby, Jordan Hot Dog Johnson, Kevin Shannon, Taylor Brown, Adami Racing, Moneybag Pimpin', Chris J. Jesse, Tobias, There's Something Wrong With Me, Ian Stewart, Dimesack Rick Styles, and last but not least, Ryan. And I love you guys so fucking much, but I gotta go make some Light 2 bundles from the show. I'll see you there. Later, fucker.